Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade and I help people reclaim back their power physically, mentally and spiritually. Now today is going to be all about chakras, so a very basic quick explanation on what chakras are and also a very powerful hack that I have discovered and also created to align them and balance them very quickly. So what are chakras? Chakras basically are energy wheels. They are vortexes of energy throughout your body. Now, there is many chakras, there's actually known to be thousands all over you, but there is 7 main ones that go down the center of your body, up your spine. So, of course, most people will be familiar with what they are, but I will give a very brief explanation on what they are just in case you are not familiar with them. So basically the first one is the root chakra, and that is red, and that is located on the base of your spine. This emotion to this chakra is linked heavily to fear. It's all about security. It's your, fight or flight. It's a very primal sort of energy. It needs to be balanced in order for you to feel grounded, not too floaty and airy-fairy. So it is a very important one to have balance so you feel safe, so you feel secure. There's many negative symptoms it can cause when it is underactive or overactive. So basically with each chakra, they can get either overactive or underactive, and then these can cause physical, mental and spiritual issues and symptoms. So this is why it's really important to have your chakras balanced and aligned. Otherwise, your life will be very chaotic. It will be a bit all over the place. Things will be more difficult. Manifesting things will be 10 times more difficult. So for your own mental well-being, for just complete well-being, it's very important to have your chakras in alignment. So the next one above the root is the sacral chakra, and that is basically on your navel. So literally just below your belly button. So it's above the womb for women. And this is all to do with your sexual energy, your sexuality, sensuality, and your creative energy. This is overactive. You may find yourself being a bit promiscuous. You may find you're a bit addicted to porn, etc. You're very sex driven, a bit sex mad. If it's underactive, it will be the opposite. And you will be a bit, just no sex drive. You have no interest in it at all. But another more severe symptom is you'll lose your creativity and you can lose your passion as well. So it makes you feel very numb, very just bored, etc. Very dead. You don't feel alive. So it's a very important one to have them balanced. The next one up is the solar plexus, which you can see here, which is located just about here, above your stomach sort of area, but in the center. This is a yellow, and this is heavily associated with your confidence, with power, with your sort of inner strength, with your self-esteem, with your self-worth. So of course, if it's under balance, you will be the opposite of those things. You can feel even fatigue physically. You can feel very insecure, have really low self-esteem, low worth. So again, it's a very important one to have balance. I mean, they're all important, but you'll feel very, just weak and a bit, shy. It can be a really difficult one to have unbalanced, as you'll feel like you have no empowerment, basically. So the next one is the heart, and obviously it's here above your heart, in the center, and that is green. And of course, that emotion is associated with love. So it will be all about love. And of course, if you have it blocked off or underactive, you'll be very cold. You'll be very difficult for you to open up to others. You'll have a wall around your heart. You'll have walls around people. You'll filter yourself. It will be very difficult for you to connect to people on a deep level. You can even be very cruel, quite mean. You'll have a lot of apathy. So of course, the opposite of that is you'll have lots of compassion, you'll have lots of empathy, you'll easily love others, you'll feel love, you'll show love, etc. So of course, the love, heart chakra, unfortunately, most people do have it blocked because we've been hurt and betrayed a lot. Going through breakups can instantly underact your heart chakra. Because it's very important to understand that traumas can instantly block off your chakras. Depending on what emotions, obviously, that trauma caused and what energy that trauma is associated with, it can block off 1, 2, even all of them at times. So again, a really important note. The next one up is the throat, and that is a very beautiful light blue. This one is all to do with speech, expression, communication. So of course, if that one is blocked off, you will find it very difficult to communicate with people and express yourself. So this can cause, of course, loads of mental issues and even physical issues, such as like stuttering, having speech problems, even throat infections, that sort of thing. So it can also cause severe sort of shyness in people. In men, it's very common because most men are like very secretive and they like lie to hide their true feelings, etc. As a lot of them have been heavily brainwashed to be like, you know, expressing yourself is seen as feminine or weak, which is complete BS. So a lot of men will have like sort of throat issues. Of course, if it's overactive, you'll be very loud, a bit obnoxious, maybe even a bit narcissistic at times. You just, you know, want attention always on you, and you overtalk people, you don't listen. So of course there's that side of it as well, because all these chakras can be overbalanced or underbalanced. So you want that, you know, alignment. So it's in harmony, basically. You want all of them to be in harmony, and that will really, you know, make you feel amazing. So the next one is the third eye chakra, which is obviously between your brows. So this color is indigo. So that's a sort of nice dark sort of purpley blue. And this one, of course, is associated all with the third eye, your pineal gland. It's connected to your intuition. It's connected to your inner wisdom, your connection to, you know, the elements, to everything, you know, clairvoyancy, connection to your higher self, psychic abilities, you know, all that sort of stuff, all the nice, you know, fun stuff, really. But it's not all fun, because it's also clarity. It gives you clarity on everything. It will help you see through things, see through illusions, see through, you know, BS in, you know, externally in your world and also with yourself. It will make you see, you know, things within yourself, gain better clarity on your own problems and other people's, etc. So it's a very powerful chakra, of course. It gives you the gift of sight, basically. So the last one, obviously the seventh one, is the crown, and that's literally here, located on the top of your head. And that is a beautiful violet color, and that is a nice sort of pinky, you know, purpley color. And of course, the crown is basically unification. It's spiritual unification. So it's when you have become united with Source, with God, essentially. Whatever you want to label it as, the universe, higher beings, your higher self, spirit guides, all of that. So it's basically you've on a very high consciousness level. Your consciousness is now like on an extremely high level. It's a very difficult one to keep open in balance with all the others. Of course, you can get, you know, elements of it. But if you don't have it open, it can make you feel very lonely. It can make you feel very cut off. It might make you be quite skeptical as well of like spiritual things, and not have a great understanding of like the bigger picture of things. It can cause a lot of sort of like a victim mentality and that sort of stuff. It's a very ecstatic, beautiful, sort of blissful chakra. But of course, it's very important to have your roots balanced and grounded, you know, to help ground you when you do have your crown. Because a lot of people, and what I found in my early journey, is you focus too much on the upper chakras, especially the third eye and the crown. And then that can actually cause physical problems in your body. It can physically make you ill, because it's like your spirit is now almost disconnecting from your body. Because you're so high up, it's like you're almost transitioning out of your vessel. Because you are in an organic vessel. It's very important for you to experience your human experience whilst you're here in this dimension, because that's what you're meant to be doing. You're not meant to just always be in the clouds and, you know, in the astral planes. You have to stay grounded. You have to have a balance between the two. And keeping that balance is what's, you know, the most challenging thing in life, obviously. So bear that in mind. Don't over focus on just opening, you know, your third eye or your crown, because obviously the crown is, you know, links to enlightenment. And of course it is, and it's supremely powerful, but don't neglect the other chakras. Trust me, from my own experience, it will cause problems. So what I discovered through my years of trial and error is basically a very efficient hack to keep my chakras balanced. And basically, when you look at chakras, they are obviously colors. And what are colors? They are vibrations. You can each chakra color, each color actually has its own vibration. It actually has its own frequency. So chakras are no different. They each have their own frequency matching to the color frequency. Now remember, because everything in this universe is consisting of energy, frequency, and vibration. So this is how you work. And this is why you are even called a human. Human. Hue. What does hue mean? Obviously colors, vibrance, colors, tones of colors. You are a human. You are literally colors. That's why we even see rainbows, you know, matching the colors of our chakras. We're all connected. We're all one. And this is why it's so beneficial to have a very colorful diet. This is why fruit is such a powerful high consciousness food, because it matches the colors of your chakras. So, you know, you see how it's all connected, obviously. And this is why I have created my own sort of hack and cleanse to really help sort of kickstart or even balance completely your chakras within 7 days. And that is called the Chakra Cleanse ebook, which I have now finished and have ready to purchase. If you feel you really want to have full alignment within your mind, body and spirit, and do it in a very quick way within a week, then this is a very effective program that I highly recommend. I've done it myself and I felt very good on it. I've had smoothies for many years. I mean, as many of you know, I've been vegan for about 7 years now, and I literally have a smoothie nearly every day for breakfast. And I try to keep them of different colors to help balance and keep my chakras in alignment and keep them all activated. And basically this is what this cleanse is. So it's a 7-day cleanse, and each day is dedicated to each chakra. So I have created a chakra smoothie to align that chakra. So the first day will be the roots. So that is a red chakra, and you will only have red chakra smoothie 3 times a day, and that's it. So literally it is a cleanse, but I have designed it to have enough calories so you don't get hungry. As I find in the past, I've done this with juices, like juice cleanses, because obviously juices can all be colorful, etc. But I found because juices are quite low in calories, I found it very difficult to stick to doing it for a whole week. I found the side effects were a bit too, like the physical side effects were a bit too extreme, such as headaches, you know, all the typical sort of detox effects you get. So I wanted to create a cleanse that would sort of take that out of the equation as much as possible and keep you feeling full and satisfied and not starving to death. So like a juice cleanse can do. And also I found with juice cleanses, if you do them yourself, it's very time consuming. You've got to have loads of veg, loads of fruit. It's very messy. It's, you know, then you've got to clean the juicer every time. You know, I can be a bit lazy in the kitchen at times, and I find I just don't have the time to be doing that. Obviously with a smoothie, it's so much quicker. You just throw it all in a blender, press blend, and it's done, and it's nice and ready, no mess. And obviously with my chakra smoothies, I've made them as simple as possible to get the color of each chakra as well, which they match quite well. And of course, you don't have to spend an absolute fortune on the cleanse like I have done a few times in the past. You know, juice cleanses can cost anywhere between £200 to like £600 I've seen for a week. So it can be very expensive and not very kind to your wallet. So I have created a cleanse, a program which you can do for 7 days straight consistently, which will have a very powerful impact on you mentally, physically, and spiritually. But it's also timeless in the sense that you can refer back to the smoothie recipes at any time to, you know, just have for breakfast, to try and, you know, incorporate a raw food, a raw meal into your day. I do this nearly every day, and I find it's incredible for you, not just physically, but for, you know, spiritually. You know, intuition starts with the right nutrition. Trust me, food is so powerful, and not... This isn't like spoken about enough, I think, in the spiritual community. As like I said in my spiritual diet video, it's a bit of a touchy subject, but I'm telling you from my own experience, it is the #1 thing that massively changed my whole perception, my whole frequency, was changing my diet. because of course it's what is food, it's energy. So it's the energy that you're consuming. So it's really, really important to be consuming high frequency foods and colorful foods. And it's fun, you know, it's beautiful, and it will make you feel so much better. So this cleanse will help you feel lighter as well. Even if you want to lose a bit of weight, it can help with that. As eating a high carb diet I find is the best for weight loss. I really do advise, you know, keeping the fats low. I know the keto people won't want to hear that, but I do agree with people such as medical medium, etc., that fats are very heavy on your liver, very taxing on your liver, and they're very difficult to digest. So you can have them, but keep them, you know, low. And I've given all the instructions, all the guidance in the cleanse, a shopping list as well, and none of it is affiliate marketed. So you pick and choose what superfoods and powders, etc., that you want to buy, obviously to suit your budget. So I've tried to make it as budget friendly as possible, basically, so everyone can have the chance to do this for themselves, as it is so healing, and that's my number one priority and my motivation. That's what I truly care about, is people actually healing themselves. So you don't have to rely on Reiki people and this and that, you know, practical ways to heal yourself. And of course, if you find, like with certain chakras, that you have a trauma attached to one of them. So for example, if your sacral chakra is really out of balance because you had some sort of, like, you know, rape or sexual abuse happen, which will of course really block your sacral off, you can then always have that smoothie recipe to have every single day until you start feeling better. And in my cleanse, I also have a mantra that goes with each chakra that you will say and meditate on every single day. So it's kind of like a chakra spell to match every single chakra. And of course, you can use this time and time and time again, because, you know, your chakras can get out of balance at any time in your life. They're never going to stay, you know, completely in alignment. It's very difficult. But these chakra smoothies will be, you know, your guide, your helping hands. And obviously I list all the symptoms of unbalanced chakras and what balanced chakras should look like. So it can help you with your discernment to pick and choose, you know, to figure out which ones you may need help with by, you know, if you resonate with the negative symptoms, of course. It's a very good tool to have on hand. So if you do have a very unbalanced sacral, like I was saying, for example, then you can have like the sacral smoothie for like a month afterwards during the cleanse. So, and then, you know, you just listen to your body. You will know when it starts to feel better, because the symptoms related to that chakra being unbalanced will start to alleviate. And that's what I noticed with myself. Sometimes you'll feel drawn to certain foods that are the color of the chakra that's unbalanced in your body. If you just start randomly craving like red peppers, for example, that's probably a sign that you need to like balance your root a bit. The same even with clothes, because of course the clothes you wear will affect the chakras as well. So if you always are drawn to red, like wearing red clothes, and that's probably a sign that your root needs some attention, that is a bit underactive. If you find you obsessed with green clothes, that's probably because your heart is needing to be more active, is underactive. So even like the walls in your home, like be cautious of what you paint your walls. I tend to choose neutral colored walls, so it keeps so it doesn't affect any chakra. It keeps my space very neutral, very calm. Because if, say, you have blue walls, then that might overactivate your throat chakra, and then you become a bit too loud and talk a bit too much. So I will link the Chakra Cleanse ebook in the description box below and the comment section. So please give that a go if you need a helping hand. I've charged it at £7.77, so pretty cheap price. So that's around $10, I think, in American. But of course, if you can't afford that, then just incorporate more colorful foods. This will help massively, obviously shifting to, more fruit, more vegetables. Just try have a rainbow sort of diet, and that will definitely start activating your chakras. And also wearing nice colorful clothes. So best of luck to you. If you do purchase it, let me know your results. Please tag me in Instagram if you do have Instagram. all your little smoothie creations, etc. I love to see that. I love to see you guys, you know, bettering yourselves and getting healthy and feeling good. It really does like make me feel very happy. It makes my day. Lots and lots and lots of love to you, loads of light to you. Good luck if you do it, you know. I fully hope that you get on with it, and much love to you. Ahimsa.